If you would like to get this month's crystal reading for your sign for download and purchase, please click on the Vimeo link below this video in the Show More section, or visit my website, theluckymermaid.com, and the links for these videos are posted on the most recent video page. Please be sure to check out my other psychic readings for each zodiac sign I have available there as well. Thank you so much. Wish you many blessings and peace. Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, and welcome to your mid-month Psychic Tarot update for June 2017. This month, I'm using the Dame Darcy Mermaid Tarot deck and pulled 2 cards for each sign. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign to gain more insight and information, because some months they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. All that being said, now on to your mid-month Psychic Tarot update. First sign I'm reading is Aries, and the first card you have, Aries, is Temperance. And this to me would signify patience, having to have patience. It could be God working through you in something you're doing, thinking, creating, and saying. It could also be like having your guardian angel around you, watching over you. I get stop, start, something's finally going to move or get going again. So Aries, if you've had like some kind of experience like that going on in your life where something was stalled or stuck, I feel it's going to start moving forward now. I feel that you need to be prepared, because I actually feel that there's some nuances of things that are going to happen in your life, and things will be changing fairly quickly for you. So in the middle of June, you may have some, like I said, if something was stuck, it may start to move forward, but I also get, like, it might throw you a little bit. You might be a little discombobulated. You might be like, wow, I wanted changes to come, but I wasn't expecting to deal with this many things at once. It's that kind of sensation. I do see you having a lot on your plate and feeling like almost like you could conquer the world, like being able to go after, deal with one thing after the other after the other. I feel you're going to be incredibly busy, and I feel you're going to be dealing with a lot. It doesn't mean it's negative. It's more like, I have to do this, and then I have to do that, and this has to get done, and then I'm doing this and that. But I feel like you want to do it. So I want to be clear about that, because I'm not getting the feeling like you're begrudgingly doing whatever you're so busy doing. It comes up to me like it's something you want to do. You're also becoming more in tune psychically. I really feel that Aries are going to start really tuning into listening to their spirit guides, spiritual guidance. It comes up here. So your psychic abilities are enhanced and increasing, and your awareness of them is increasing in the middle of June. So the next card you have here, Aries, is Two of Cups, and this is could be a fated, destined, meant to be love relationship that you and someone else are meant to be partners together. Could be working out karma, could be a soulmate connection or relationship. This could be also, it doesn't always have to be romantic love. It's usually that, but it can mean other kinds of soul connections you have with someone. Some of you Aries are going to have something that's going to come up that you're going to attend or feel like you have to go to for some reason. It could be a family party, a work event, something that's required, like required to do for a school, or, I don't know, something that you feel like you have to do. Could be a gathering you just feel like you have to go to. Hold on to your hat, because some of you that are single are going to meet somebody at this event, and it's going to throw you for a loop. And I do feel some of you Aries are going to be tripping over themselves to talk to this person or to communicate with them. So I really do feel like this is a possibility of meeting someone that sparks could be flying here. Definitely on your part, I see you totally into whoever this is you meet, or you definitely want to like fall over step stools and trip over people's feet to get to meet them. That kind of image is coming up in my head. Also, someone special brings you news, insight, and information. I'm going to say something right here. Some of you Aries, if you're single, this could be why things start revving up very quickly for you in the middle of June. Your life could change because you meet somebody and you get discombobulated, and then your life is taking a whole different tone and trajectory. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. But at the very least, you have someone that's like a soulmate or someone important for you that's going to give you some kind of insights, information, or messages. If you do get invited to something, Aries, you might get invited to it more than once. Or if it was something you've been to already and you're like, nah, I don't want to do that, they're saying go back again. So I feel some of you will, it could be a second invite that you might be blowing off, but I feel you should go to it. So hopefully those messages made sense or were helpful to you, Aries. Now into the sign of Taurus. And now the first card you have, Taurus, is the High Priestess, and this would be your own psychic ability and your own intuition, showing that you're psychic here. This could also be your highest spirit guide showing up to give you messages in this reading. It could also mean anything that's kept secret or hidden. You're going to have a long line of people that want to applaud you in the middle of June and possibly invite you to gatherings, parties, celebrations. But I get a long line of people wanting to applaud you. You're going to get some information that's going to change everything and turn on a dime. And the whole situation turns on a dime. I feel, and you're going to change direction. You're going to hear something, some kind of insight or news, and whatever this is that comes to you, Taurus, I see you going up, about face, different direction. I don't feel you're against it. I don't feel like you're going to feel inconvenienced or angry. Some of you might, but I don't feel that. And remember, these are general readings, so there might be some Tauruses that are annoyed by that, but I feel mostly, no, like you're good with the shift or change. Could be a change at work, like if you're a working Taurus, new bosses could come in, or new protocols and new formats or computer programs or system changes, and you might be totally fine with the changes. This could be even if you own your own business, but I feel like it comes from some news. Something that you find out or hear makes things stop and turn. Especially, could even be a direction that you were personally going in, Taurus. It could be some news comes to you and you're like, you know what? I thought I was going to do that, but now I'm going to do this. Even on a personal level. You could be opening up new formats and changes and putting things out there new. If you own your own business, or if you're a performer or a writer, or just in whatever kind of work you do, you could be the one changing the formats, because I also get that, or changing something you're doing. I do feel that it is important to you, Tauruses, that you be seen as accomplished and successful. So for some reason, it has something to do with that. So here you have the Page of Swords as your second card. This is an air sign, either Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising sign. If it's not a person, it could be somebody giving you a message about truth or lack of truth, or it could be also bringing in wisdom and truth. You're going to be communicating a lot with this Page of Swords, because I get back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with communication. They're very knowledgeable, and I feel that your communications with them are going to make you hungry for more. So either it's just like they've got some really great insights and knowledge that through your communication, it's like helping you. It's like a wealth of information. If it's not in that regard, if it's a love partner, you maybe just keep wanting to communicate with them because it's involving love or romance. It's hard to tell in this situation, but they have a lot to say and a lot to share with you. And be cautious of not talking too much in the conversations. Let them do a lot of the talking, because I feel like it's important you listen to what they're saying to you. I'm not saying don't converse with them at all, but it's especially, my guides are saying at the beginning of the conversations, whenever you are talking to them, always let them lead it in the beginning and listen to what they're saying and where it's going. It's important for you to listen to what the Page of Swords is telling you in the middle of June. But again, I'm not getting a negative feeling here. I feel this is positive. I feel like I get this eager feeling, like I'm eager, I'm anxious, I want to talk to this Page of Swords. It's that kind of sensation. They could even be seeking out advice from you. Some of you, this could be a son or a daughter, grandson, grandchild, granddaughter, grandson, could be a friend. But I get either you're getting advice from this Page of Swords, which is how it felt to me first, because it really feels like they got a wealth of knowledge and information to share with you, and that you do need to listen to them and let them lead the conversation. However, I also see it could be conversely the other way, where they're getting advice from you. So it goes either way here, but it came up more strongly that the Page of Swords was giving you insight or information or wisdom or something that's useful for you to know moving forward. So hope those messages made sense for you, Taurus. Now onto the sign of Gemini. First card you have here, Gemini, is the Hermit, and this is spiritual protection, spiritual guidance. Your spirit guides are lighting the way, showing you the way to go, the path to follow. Could be you being the Hermit, taking a step back and getting a lay of the land before you proceed forward, but you still will be getting spiritual guidance and protection from the Hermit, from your spirit guides. I feel like Geminis need to put their best foot forward in the middle of June and be shining like the sun, my guides are saying. Like, put on the spotlights on you. You're going to have some kind of review or someone is watching you or evaluating you, what you're doing, your job performance, or if it's in love, it could be somebody like checking you out. Like, what are you all about, Gemini? Put that best foot forward. Don't go to the food store in your sweatpants. I don't know what to tell you, but you're getting like looked over for, I'm not sure, it could be a variety of reasons, but it's coming up here. But don't worry, I don't feel it's negative. I just get that your spirit guides are going to be like urging you to like put on the Ritz there, Gemini. You need to take time to spell everything out carefully in June and make sure people are listening to what you're saying, especially if there's anybody you have to give instructions to, or if you are have clients and you need to spell out details for the clients, or in reports or higher ups to bosses, or if you have kids. I don't care who you're talking to. You really need to spell directions and spell things out very precisely and carefully in the mid-month of June 2017. If you're at work or even in a family or like if you're a teacher and you witness this, or you're at home and you see this happening to kids, or if it's at work, don't let anybody be made a scapegoat. If you may have to step in and say, hey, you're bullying this kid, or you're bullying this adult, or, you're out to get them, this has to stop. You need to be the voice of reason in any situation. It can even be personal and in your family. If you see somebody's getting made a scapegoat, you need to step in, Gemini, and put a stop to it and tell people to quit it. You've got Seven of Wands here, and this is holding back negativity, holding back negative energy coming at you, closing the door on negativity or keeping it at bay. And look at just what came up in the Hermit. So you may be the voice of reason and like like the authoritative voice in the middle of June. Some of you may be experiencing some static electricity in the middle of June of feeling like people are pushing your buttons. So wait till next month of July to make any big decisions. If you've got people that are irritating you and you want to fire them, if you're employees, or if they're lovers to you and you want to break up with them, or if they're kids to you and you want to punish them or ground them, for whatever, because I see you being annoyed, and like the energy here is like, I want to shut this down, I want to stop this behavior, I want to, or like any big decisions. If it requires big decisions, wait till July. Try not to do it in June for some reason. I don't know if it's a planetary thing or what, but the guides want you to wait till the beginning of July to make a big decision. You may have scattered communications in the middle of June, and you could be experiencing halts to things or abrupt changes. So you may be getting like misinformation from people. They may be saying, or like flights, if you have to fly out for business or pleasure, you could have some misinformation, and then you go to the gate and it's the wrong gate, and then you find out the plane was left at a different gate and you were too late. I mean, you could have some irritations. It could be to do with travel. It could be to do, but I get communications here. Communications are involved. Also, don't judge a book by its cover right away. Anybody that comes up to you that looks weird or makes you feel like put off, or you're getting a vibe, especially if you don't know them, you're just running into them, or you meet them for the first time, or whatever your encounter is with them, don't judge them too quickly by what you think they're putting off or what they look like, because once you get talking to them, you're going to find out it's a whole different picture than what you thought by looking at them. So think on that. Those are a little confusing messages. I don't feel like you're going to have a bad month in the middle of the month. I just feel like you need to be on your toes, on your guard, and make sure that you're ready to put up a fight or a battle if you have to. But if it requires any axe cutting, any big decisions, breakups, or quitting jobs, or firing people, don't do it until July. Let the dust settle down, Gemini. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now onto the sign of Cancer. Ho-ho, Cancer, I wanted to dance a little jig when I saw your two cards. You're going to be happy with this. The two cards you got are excellent. You have 10 of Cups, which is happily ever after, happy home, happy love, happy relationship, all good things coming to you in an emotional sense. Happy, feeling good. It's a good card. I do feel Cancers are going to start to live their life to the fullest. Some of you are getting engaged. Some of you are meeting the person you're going to get engaged to. It's one or the other, or it's there's an engagement. You could be going to an engagement party and then you yourself meet somebody there. But I get the word engagement very strongly, and it can come up in a variety of ways. I also see a lot of burdens lifted off of you in the middle of June. So it's kind of an interesting energy, because I get this like pressures, things that were weighing on your shoulders. It gets lifted. Burdens and pressures. It could be family burdens and pressures. It could be work, maybe even health. I just get burdens and pressures lifted off of you in the mid-month of June 2017. You're going to get a lot done and a lot completed. I feel that you're going to be relieved also too, because I see you going, wow, all those things I needed to finish and complete to get a break or to go on a vacation or to finally relax, you're going to feel like you finally got it done. You're going to have a real sense of accomplishment here. Any romances that you're involved in, it's going to come up to a boiling point, and I'm seeing like a pot boiling over, or when you pour beer into a beer mug and the foam is too much and it goes over the sides. Like, you've got something boiling up here, even if you're already committed, in your own marriage or in a love relationship already that's serious, or if it's coming to a new one. You've got something in regard to love and romance and passion and all that is boiling up or boiling over. Now, keep in mind, timing is going to be different for all of you because you're not born on the same day, month, year, time, city. So I do believe these things are going to happen for you, but if you don't see them in June, it doesn't mean it's not occurring. It's just maybe taking a little longer. You got Ace of Cups, okay? How much better do you want to get here? This is new love relationship. It can also be God giving you the Holy Grail of love. I love how it's coming out of the conch shell. That's awesome. You're going to be starting anew. And I really feel like you're going to be feeling, Cancer, like you're having some kind of renaissance in your life or a rebirth. I get this rebirth, this renaissance. So even if it's not love, for some of you, you might say, she's all wet. There's nobody new coming in for me. I'm not meeting anybody, blah, blah, blah. Well, okay, you're having some rebirth or renaissance of something you're going to love in your life. Could be a new craft, skill, hobby, something you're going to make or produce. But for many of you, it is involving love. It's like a renaissance or a rebirth of love in your life, of a person, of romantic love. And I also get some of you are going to feel like, I finally get to say all the things I always wanted to say, and I finally get to do all the things I wanted to do. So maybe you're retiring. Maybe you're taking a hiatus from work and you're going to go on an extended vacation and a whirlwind European tour or, you know, intercontinental tour, and you're off and running. I mean, but I get many of you are going to feel like, well, now I can finally say what I've always wanted to say, do what I've always wanted to do. And for those of you that this is a love relationship, I feel you're also going to feel like, I can finally be who I truly am in a love relationship and relax and not feel like, I got to be perfect, or, oh, it's under pressure, or, oh, are they faithful? Are they truthful? Like all of that down the drain. That's the energy that's coming up to me for you for Ace of Cups. You're reinvigorating yourself. I see some of you trying to, you may get tattoos removed off of your body or cover them up with new tattoos. You may get any kind of moles or anything like that removed. You could even start on diets and exercise plans and trying to, or change your hair color or style. I get like a renaissance with you physically also. Like, you know, oh, I don't like this, I'm getting it changed. Or, oh, I have, you know, I want a breast lift. Or, oh, I want, you know, liposuction or a facelift or my teeth to be straightened. Whatever it is, I feel June, mid-June, or even going into July, some of you Cancers will start focusing on that kind of stuff. So I hope these messages made sense for you Cancers. You got wallopers here. I was like excited for you. So now on to the sign of Leo. And the first of the two cards you got, Leo, for mid-June is Seven of Swords. And this to me could mean somebody could be stealing something from you, or lying to you, or deceiving you, or tricking you in some way. Could be you doing it, or somebody doing it to you. You know, it is time for you to keep some secrets. And I feel like there's some things you need to put in safety deposit boxes. I also feel there's some things you need to not tell family members that you may not trust, or other people that you may have suspicion of, because I feel like you need to put some things in a safe or not divulge too much private income or financial information to people that I feel like you're going to know who I'm talking about when I say this, because I see you going, I know exactly who she means. So put documents in safe spots, safety deposit boxes or safes. That would be important. I don't really feel like you're going to have somebody steal, like break into your house and rob you. I feel more like this is somebody you know, or a relative or something that you might want to keep some important papers or money or other valuable objects or certain things under lock and key. It could also be, Leo, listen to me here. If you have your own business, or you are moving up in the ranks at a place where you work, and you have some intel or secrets or knowledge that is sensitive if it were to get out among coworkers or other people or other businesses or other companies, like trade secrets. If you have any trade secrets, put them under lock and key, Leo. It's a time to, you don't want somebody coming along and stealing work that you've done or work you've created, and then trotting off and using it like it's theirs. There is something about that, or like it could affect your job, like if your coworkers got their hands on it, or just, so it doesn't just have to be with your family. It's very weird to me. Psychically, family and work often seem similar to me. So this could be applying to your family. That's how it came up first. Like anybody you don't want to have to be able to get their hands on certain important valuables or information. And it can also apply with trade secrets or work that you've created. So the second card we have here, Leo, is the King of Wands, and this very well could be you. This could be symbolizing you. This would be either a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising sign. I do feel Leos are starting to become more affluent. And this may be why you have to be a little more protective. I feel a lot of Leos are, their affluence is kicking up here. I also see Leos doing things out of network or finding ways to get around stuff. So if you were getting any runaround or red tape or anything like that that was bollocksing up the works and you were getting frustrated by, I see you finding ways to work around the system, whether it be your work or finances or taxes or government, or I don't know what it is. I see you finding ways to work around, out of the network, they said, and work around the system. I see you compiling notes and compiling a lot of paperwork. Or now this could be something that you need to file with the government. It could be something that you're planning on putting out there into the world, or it could be just your own like memoirs or things that maybe you want to write a book or do something that's instructional. But I see you compiling like documents, information, papers, permits, registrations for anything, like compiling all this stuff together. Maybe you're getting a dossier together to adopt a child. That's possible. Because it almost feels like a dossier to me. But it could be for, maybe you want to do international business and travel. Or maybe it's something you want to put out there like a television show or a YouTube presentation, or something that you want to get recognized somewhere that you have to have all these facts, figures, documentations, legal papers, permits, passports, anything like that. But to me, Leo, I feel like you're going to know what it is, but it is a general reading. And I don't know for sure what area it is, because for some of you, I see it's business, and some of you, I see it's the government, and some of you, I see it's with something you want to create or put out there into the world. So it's not going to be the same for all of you, but I do see that activity going on with the Leos between the midpoint of June and even going into July. So I hope these messages were of help to you, Leo. Now on to the sign of Virgo. And the first of the two cards you have here, Virgo, is the Eight of Swords. And this to me is being trapped in an emotional prison, or trapped or stuck in a situation and not seeing the way to get out of it. I feel that Virgos may have to hire somebody to help them with something in the middle of June. This could be landscaping, renovations, could be to help you with some kind of legal issue or taxes. I also feel Libras might need replacement parts for things in the mid part of June. So if you have a lawnmower that broke down or some piece of equipment, I'm picking, or, for some reason you may have to order or get some replacement parts for something in the middle of June. If anybody has said some kind of sarcastic remark to you in the last few weeks or month, I feel like you're going to be trying to hide from them in June. It could be a neighbor, it could be a sibling, could be an ex-spouse. I just see you, somebody said something to you you didn't like, and that it was sarcastic, and I feel some of you Virgos are trying to hide from them. I do see many of you Virgos actually put into a position of strength and power in the middle to the end of June. This could be through a family, like power of attorney, making you an executor. Could also be getting a raise or a promotion or becoming your own boss. But I definitely see many of you Virgos being in some kind of position of power in the middle of June. I get this feeling again, like anybody that's giving you too much hassle, like through communications or some kind of runaround you've experienced, I feel your guard is going to be very up about them. I see you really trying to, again, like trying to avoid somebody or trying to avoid some people. So I really see you trying to avoid people that have caused you any kind of aggravation, frustrations, or hassles. So the next card you have here is the Star, and this is spiritual blessings coming to you, or your prayer, a prayer or a wish that you've put out there to the divine source and your spirit guides and God. It's like giving you a granted wish or answered prayer. You've got like new money coming to you. I see like an abundance of new money. It could be coming from a grant, a loan, an insurance payout. It could be coming from a tax refund or a raise or a bonus or a commission or an inheritance. Somebody could be giving you money. I mean, Virgo, it could be coming to you in so many ways. And if you own your own business or you're like your own agent for something, you're going to be generating a lot of wealth in June going into July. So whether you work for somebody or you are your own boss, you've got, like, because the words generating money also comes up here. So looks like you're going to have some generating of money in the latter portion of June going into July. Stay alert while driving. They're saying to me, they were talking to me about you going to a coffee shop, a coffee house, and sipping coffee or, you know, a latte or whatever you like, and listening to some music. It might be live music, and you actually kind of like falling asleep, but like really enjoying it. So if there's any coffee houses in your area where they have live music, I feel it would be nice for you to go and relax and listen to it. I feel like you need to kick back a little bit. My feeling is Virgos may have been driving themselves too hard in the past 60 days. But I also get, because I see this falling asleep listening to music, be really cautious you don't drive when you're tired. But I see you, and maybe you need to drink coffee while you're driving. But they are showing me you enjoying coffee, listening to music, and falling asleep. Just don't do it driving. If you've been looking for a new job, I get an employment opportunity jumps up for you. Now, even if you haven't been looking for a job, Virgo, you might already be happy with your work or what you're doing, and all of a sudden some new job opportunity jumps up even if you're not looking for it. So it doesn't mean it's just for the Virgos out there looking for a new job or out of work looking for a job. You could be just humming along, minding your own business, and some new job opportunity jumps up for you. I really feel like that's from like the 19th to the end of the month time frame. So hopefully those messages made sense for you Virgos. Now onto the sign of Libra. And the first card you have here, Libra, is the Magician. And this is the card of the manifester. What you bring about, what you think about, you bring about. And you have all the tools in front of you to manifest what you want into the physical reality. I feel like you need to take your time with spending money, because I get you back and forth about your cash. It could be a lot of cash flow. You pay the money out. You know, you get money in, then you pay the money out. But I also feel spending. A lot of spending going on here. I feel like you're eager to push forward with something, and I get you're in kind of like a catch-22 situation where because I feel like you have to wait. You need to wait for something, but I feel like you're anxious and you want to get moving with something going on here, but it's like a catch-22 situation. If you push forward, it's not going to work out, but you feel like if you're waiting about something, you might miss out on an opportunity. So I know that it's a little confusing. This is a general reading, as I always say. So watch your rising sign and your moon sign if that doesn't make sense to you. But I get like you in a catch-22 situation. Your next card is a money card. So it's interesting they're talking about money here with the Magician. I also pick up that there's something specialized and stylized that some of you Libras are going to present to the world. It could be a new hairstyle. It could be a new product or service. It could be a new business or website or plan. You know, don't take it if you're not working. Like, it doesn't mean you're not presenting something new to the world. It could be a craft. It could be something you are really good at and knowledgeable about. This comes up here with the Magician. I feel that if Libras enter any kind of contest in June and July, you could win. Especially if it's a contest where it's something you've created or if it's to win something. I don't know so much that it's the lottery. It could be. But I really feel like you could win a car, you could win a trip, you could win a vacation, or if you created something, you're going to win first prize. Like if you entered in a contest of like best of show, I feel like you're going to win that. It doesn't really feel like the lottery to me, but it could be. Your energy is going to be running incredibly high in this month of June, going into July, where you're going to feel like very powerful, very strong, very commanding, like you've got it all going on. You're in control, like you're a force and a presence to be reckoned with. That's how it's coming up here for you through the Magician card. So the next card you have is Ten of Pentacles. Well, will you take a look at that? It's raining money on you, Libra. It's raining money. This could be receiving an inheritance. It could be money coming to you through family channels. It could be you joining in a partnership in a couple relationship, and you two as a couple, money coming in because you're working together as a couple. Some of you are starting your own business or company and you have the capital or money behind you to do it, however it came to you. Some of you, that's the case. I see many of you Libras in July. I know it's a June reading, but I really feel in July you're going to have a windfall of cash raining down on you. I do see money raining on you, literally. I just don't know how that's coming to you. It could be an inheritance. This is the inheritance card, so it could be that. Or it could be the lottery. I really am not big on saying play the lottery, but it really could be, because it came up as winning through the other card, winning a contest or a trip or a car or something, or best of show. But here it does come up like money raining down on you. Also, if you had wanted to purchase any homes that had been under foreclosure, you could be making a purchase on foreclosured items or property. Now, for some of you, I don't read these cards upside down. I always read them right side up, because my guides are going to tell me positive or negative. Maybe you're going into foreclosure, but I really don't feel it, because you got the Magician and the Ten of Pentacles. I really feel anything that's a foreclosure, you may be buying somebody's yacht, somebody's boat, somebody's home, getting great deals because there was a foreclosure and now you got it for, you know, pennies to the dollar. So I feel like you have good deals coming in here. So I hope these messages made sense to you, and I hope they were of help. Now onto the sign of Scorpio. First card you have here, Scorpio, is Three of Wands, which to me means success. Waiting patiently for success to come in, letting go of something so success can come to you. It can be success in business, enterprise, communications. I do feel that you're going to get some kind of deliverance of some kind of big check or cash that's going to come to you in the mail. Oddly enough, Libra's got some windfalls right before you. Maybe you're a Scorpio with Libra rising or moon, or vice versa, because you're getting some money coming to you too. I see you getting rid of a lot of stuff, dumping stuff in the garbage, taking it to dumpsters, going through an old property. You could be, maybe you're getting ready to sell a house and you're like, out with this old crap. I see some of you being like, I'm done with this. This is old. It's out of here. I'm chucking it. But for some of you, I don't know that it's your stuff. It could be a house you inherited. And you're just getting rid of old stuff, like going through the basement and there's old, beat up, dusty, dirty things. Like that kind of energy circles around this. Attics, cleaning out attics and garages. But I feel like it's to sell a property. I feel it's to sell a property, either one you own and live in, or a property you inherited. That kind of energy is buzzing around your Three of Wands. I feel like you're going to feel invigorated, because I feel there's a big change coming for you Scorpios. Like you could be moving in with your love, somebody you recently met, and you're going to move in together. Or you're getting married and you're moving. Or you're just moving yourself to another state, another location. Because I feel like for some of you, I do feel it's a big move. But I feel like you feel invigorated, like finally, like a feeling of triumphant feeling, and like something you were hoping, wishing, or waiting for is now starting to happen. Pieces are starting to fall into place for you Scorpios. That's what I feel. And anybody that has shut you down or shut you out, you're better off without them in your life, because I do see you have had some people that have either cut you off in family or cut you off in friendship, or it could be love partners that have cut you off. And my guides are saying, actually, if it hurt you at any point, it may have, but I feel in the long run, you are going to be better off without them. So that comes up here. Now you have King of Wands with this, and this could be this could be a fire sign, male or female, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or rising sign. You have it all figured out now, Scorpio, and this King of Wands is going to give you all the leg up, boost up that you need, whether they're a new love partner for you, or a new boss for you, or a new mentor for you, because this person is boosting you up. They're lifting you up in some way, this King of Wands. They could be giving you a new lead, giving you more muscle, giving you a head start, giving you a promotion or a raise. Or, again, it could be somebody in love, and that they're elevating your life, your world, your energy, your emotions. This is somebody that's elevating you somehow. It's kind of, a little tricky in this general readings here, because there's so many Scorpios. So it's whoever this King of Wands is, this is no, fly-by-night, nothing situation. This is somebody that's important and is helpful to you and lifting you up. Everything that's happened has happened for a reason, to bring you to this point in time right now. That's the message I get through the King of Wands. So they're very significant that they're showing up in your reading now, and the events that are taking place for you at this midpoint of June and even going into July. Any deterrents you had in the past are going to be falling away. Any roadblocks, stumbling blocks, things that have blocked you or hindered you. And I also hear you are going to be getting a lot of compliments. High praise and compliments is also coming to you, all mixed in with this situation with the Three of Wands and the King of Wands. And this King of Wands, for some of you, is out to pleasure and please you with either, their actions, words, sexually, I don't know what, but they're out to do that. Now, how this King of Wands plays out for you, you just have to see what category they fit into in your particular life. So hopefully these messages were of help to you, Scorpio. Now into the sign of Sagittarius. And the first of the two cards you have, Sagittarius, is Ten of Wands, and this is moving in a new direction, to new and better horizons with 10 rods of burden on your shoulder. Now, the 10 rods of burden are knowledge and experience that you've gained that are going to help you on your way on this to new and better horizons. I do feel that things have become complicated for you. And I do feel, Sagittarius, that there are a lot of people that have put pressures, expectations, and burdens on you. It does come up here. I see some of you Sagittarians feeling like you want to get out of an unhealthy situation and move on to a better one. Now, this could be a love relationship that hasn't worked out for you or a living situation that hasn't worked out for you, but it could also be a work vibe and situation that hasn't worked out for you. That wherever it feels like things have gotten burdensome, too many people putting too many conditions or responsibilities on you, and that you feel overburdened and that this has become unhealthy for you, I see you moving out of that, moving away from that, that kind of energy. Also, this is kind of a weird message. Any get-rich-quick schemes or anything that you invested in haphazardly or like fly-by-night, you were like, well, whatever, we'll see how it goes, is going to pay off for you. Or something that you thought was like, I don't know that that's such a great idea, or nothing's ever going to work out with that, or I'm never going to generate any money off of that. It could be a stock you invested in that you think that's not going to do anything, or, something. It's going to be paying off for you in June, going into July. Any new formats that you generate will be receiving high praise. And it does take time to get to know someone. And I feel for some reason in June, going into July, you are going to allow people to really get to know the real you. Maybe you were kind of emotionally closed off. This could be with a new love, or it could be in some other regard. It could be with your coworkers or people you do business with. Maybe you had a wall up, or you didn't let people get to know the real you. I feel like you'll be dropping your guard and letting some people get to know you better in June. Here you have the Seven of Cups, which is scattered energy, scattered thinking, scattered forces. Choose wisely from the illusions around you. You may have difficulty in making a decision or a choice. I feel like Sagittarians want to see things with new perspective and new eyes. I feel that some of you are really thinking about, I can't stand to be where I am right now, and I am like, I've got to really sit down and figure out where it is I want to go or what I want to do next. So I do see this actually comes up to me for you, Sagittarius, as considering all these different options, because I see you do feel like you want to get some kind of finality here, and like I want this to end, and now I'm going to pick a new course of action, a new job or a new path or a new career or a new place to live or a new lifestyle, and you're trying to choose, you're in a choosing stance. If you've been a Sagittarius that have felt like you didn't have enough time on your hands to, like you were too pressed, I do feel that something is going to shift and change, and you are going to find that some time becomes available to you to relax, or, to give that you are going to end up having more time. I feel like you were burdened by time and pressured by time and too many responsibilities, and that you're going to be feeling like, I finally have, like getting a breather here is the feeling I have, like getting a breather, getting some time. I do see some of you Sagittarians working out some details with some friends or family or both about embarking on a trip or some trip that you're going to be taking. So I see you doing that also. And again, I get speculative ventures really opening up for you, and cash flow coming to you and cash coming into your wallets and pocketbooks. So a couple of the signs are getting that. Libra got it in one way. Scorpio got it too. Now you're getting it here with money. So your signs all together, one after the other, really have some money flow coming to you. So I hope these messages here made sense to you, Sagittarius. Now, on to the sign of Capricorn. First card you have here, Capricorn, is Temperance. This is having to have patience about some matter. This card can also symbolize God working through you and what you're doing, thinking, creating, and saying. This card could also indicate like you're having your guardian angel is around you right now. Some of you Capricorns are graduating. I hear everything drops down. I'm graduating. I'm finishing. So some of you have finished, graduated from a program or a school or from some training that you've been doing, and being completed and finishing something comes up here. Some of you are getting revved up because your financial outlook looks promising, because I feel some of you are getting a new job or something new is happening with you in the manner in which you make money, because I get you getting revved up, getting excited. Things look promising, and financial, the financial picture is going to look good for you. But it's a feeling of like something you're getting ready to do, something you're getting ready to start. I don't know that you've started it yet in June. You could, but it might be actually happening in July, but you're getting ready to start it. New love possibilities float into your life and could be capturing your attention. You may not be in a love relationship with them yet. Or maybe you're with somebody. Maybe you're already dating, or you're, with someone, and all of a sudden, who's this that just floated into your sphere of vision, into your workplace or place you go every day for coffee, or, new friend that comes into your life through another friend. I do see somebody attracting your attention and your head turning, looking at someone like with interest, romantic interest. This comes up here for some of you Capricorns. Some of you are getting involved in a gym, working out, training, hiring a personal trainer, or getting involved in, maybe you already go there, but you could be changing your program or signing up for one or starting one, or maybe you meet somebody at the gym and it's going to make you go even more. I don't know, but I get your attention being drawn to a gym. Here is another card. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Now, this could be the love partner that keeps showing, that kind of wandered in, but this could also be you, because this is an earth sign person. Could either be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, sun, moon, or rising sign. Could be a male or a female. I hear you're getting started and you're getting highlighted in some way. If you race in any swimming competitions or anything that has to do with track and field or any kind of sporting whatever, you could be getting started. You could be the starter, or in an orchestra, you could be the first violin. Or getting started at a new job, but like getting started or being the starter comes up here. And getting highlighted also and noticed. Starter, highlighted, noticed. Those three words go along with Capricorn in June going into July. You are going to be making some headway or some gains financially speaking. Some of you are going through a period of rejuvenation, wanting to get on some vitamin kick or some new kick or regime that like boosts your energy or helps you lose weight, or a combination of the two. But that also comes up here. I do feel that you're going to feel like it's easy for you to let go in some way, because I do feel that some of you Capricorns are going to have freedom in June going into July, freedom to do what you want. Now could be in romance. Maybe you just broke up with somebody and now you're free to do what you want. It could be you graduated something and now you're free to do what you want because you graduated school. There could be other implications here. I don't know, but I get freedom to do what you want comes up. You also could be, some of you Capricorns are going to be making amends with an old friend or family member that you may have had a falling out with. That's being mentioned here as well. I feel like you may feel a little uncomfortable about doing that at first. But then I feel like once it gets going that you are going to feel like you're into that, into the idea or into it happening. So hopefully those messages made sense for you, Capricorns. If they did not, please be sure to watch your rising sign or your moon sign, because they could have been speaking to you in this middle of the month Psychic Tarot update for June of 2017. So now on to the sign of Aquarius. So the first card you have, Aquarius, is the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands can be a fire sign female. This could be either a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising sign. Could also be a male. Could just be bringing fire energy into your middle of the month. I hear stop what you're doing and listen. Everyone has something they want to say. It's time to rein in all your belongings, or rein in all the things that you're doing and get your ducks in a row. Get everything in order. Some of you may be hired to do a speaking engagement, or doing some kind of public speaking comes up here. Maybe you're not getting hired. Maybe you're just doing it for free or for fun. Maybe it's a commencement speech, or some kind of presentation you have to give or make. But for some of you, I feel there could be money involved. Maybe it's going to be at a conference or some special gathering, and you could make some money and get hired to speak. And this Queen of Wands could have something to do with making the arrangements for that to happen, and be the one in charge of setting it up and paying you. You're kind of on a roll. You're on a trajectory, Aquarius, where some things are going to start evolving and revolving very quickly for you over the course of the next 5 months. That's being brought up here through the Queen of Wands. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. If someone gives you something, be thankful, be grateful, and take it, because it is going to end up being useful to you. This could be knowledge, information, it could be money, it could be something that you can work with or do something with later. You might not necessarily be able to use it at the time you get it. But that energy also is coming up with this Queen. Some of you are going to take a trip or a travel where you're going to have some kind of spectacular view. You might be high up on a mountainside, or and have a great view of mountains, or mountains in a river, like a river valley, because I get like mountains in a view, some kind of spectacular view for some of you Aquarians. You have the Queen of Swords here. This very likely could be you, because it is an air sign female. This would either be an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be somebody else. It doesn't just have to be you. I feel some of you feel that you've made a lot of mistakes in the past, and now you're rectifying them, or you're doing things over. Doing your life over, or a do-over comes up here. Some of you may have trouble to have committing to something, because you may have a little bit of a struggle or difficulty trying to figure out of who you are or what it is you fully want. So this could be some like job that you don't know if you want to commit to it, or a love relationship you may not be feeling ready to commit to, or some kind of family obligation. I'm not sure what it is, because it's going to be different for all of you, but I see some of you with this struggle, or feeling like you want to start over in some way. You could find a new place that you're going to travel back and forth to, that you just like to enjoy to visit, or it could be work, or it could be maybe you're thinking of moving. Because I get you, I don't know what the scenario is. So maybe it's a new love, or maybe it's a new opportunity, because it's an odd feeling. I'm not really feeling like you're going to live there. But I see you going back and forth to some place frequently. I don't feel like it's just once or twice. It comes up here for the mid to the end of June. Every dog has its day, and everyone finally can get their say. I feel in June, you're finally going to be having a say about something. Maybe there's something that's been burning in your mind festering in you that you've wanted to say for a very, very long time, and you wanted to get it out and finally say it. You may have your chance and your opportunity. You may get that vindication, or it could be you finally get maybe you just don't feel in your life or in your work situation or love situation, you don't really feel like you get your say very much. And in June, or towards the end of June, you are going to be having your say one way or the other. So hopefully those messages made sense to you, Aquarians. If not, watch your rising sign and your moon sign for this mid-month of June 2017. Now on to the sign of Pisces. And the first of the two cards you have, Pisces, you have 8 of Swords. And somebody else got this too. I don't know who. And this means trapped in an emotional prison with not seeing how to get out of it, or having unknown forces, unknown secrets, and unknown things. It could also be trapped in a situation and not seeing how you can get out of it. I see some Pisces coming to the conclusion that they're going to feel like they can't, there's something they want, that they finally are coming to the conclusion, I can't really have what I want right at the moment, or I can't, like something you want to have happen is delayed or blocked or not going to happen in June. You may feel like somebody's taking something from you, or somebody is stopping or blocking you. It's like the opposite of what's happening with Aquarius in a way. You're getting like a stoppage or blockage here. In a way, I actually feel like you're going to be relieved, because I feel like this is going to give you some time to reorganize it or think about it and do it on another day. It's not like it's blocked or stopped for you forever. It's a delay. That's what I feel like, it's a delay, because, you know, whatever it is, I don't know, maybe you're going to start, you want to do some new job or some new production of some sort, or some, you know, new website or new business or new thing or something you were like, or a trip. It's like it gets stopped or blocked from you in the midpoint of June or the midpoint to the end of June. But I feel like in the long run, you're going to say, hey, you know what? That was a blessing, because it gave me a moment to pause and think and restructure or reorganize in my mind what's going to happen. And then it is going to happen. It's just whatever this is that you're getting blocked or stopped from, it's just a delay. You know, something you may feel like is like you're going to have to do something differently. Like if you have these protocols or plans or things set in motion, like I'm going to do it this way and it's going to do this and then I'm going to do that and then that, like I get that's going to get reorganized. Like you're not going to be able to stick to that plan. Something gets restructured or reorganized with it, and having to do something differently gets brought up here in the 8 of Swords. But your next card is a really good card, so don't be worked up if this feels like you're getting blocked here, because now here you have success. 3 of Wands is waiting patiently for success to come in, or letting go of something so success can come to you. But either way, you've got success coming here. Could be in business, could be in enterprise, could be in communications. Some of you are going to get out of the space you're living in and move to higher ground or a higher up location. You know, troubleshooting happens and a breath of fresh air swoops in, and somebody or some situation comes to the rescue, and then things do start to move forward for you. So as much as I get you're stuck, something has to be reworked or redone or revisited, and you have to restructure it or do it in a different way, I get like there's something that comes in and saves the day and makes things jettison forward for you, Pisces, in June. If you have to reach out to somebody for assistance or help, you are going to get it. Whether it's the government or an agency or a person, it doesn't matter how it's coming to you, but reaching out and asking for help in some manner, you are going to receive it. It is coming. New doors are opening for you. You're going to have a feeling, it is so opposite. You got one thing, then you get the other. You are going to, new doors are going to open for you. Anything that you felt stuck, stopped, or stale, not moving, is going to push forward, and you're going to finally feel like you're making some headway. You're getting somewhere. So all in the same month or in a like 2 to 3, maybe 4 week time period, you're going to go from this trapped, stuck, stumbling block, things not moving period to this whoosh of like, you know, the cavalry comes into the save the day, comes into the rescue here, and you get, you know, it buoys you along, like, woo, you're jettisoning forward, and some kind of movement is finally happening here, and you're getting the feeling of being unstuck, whether it's business, work, enterprise, or social life, love life. It could be in anything in your life. You have to focus on what area has been stuck or blocked, or you felt like I had to rework it, or it's not, you know, moving forward. Then you're going to have this, you know, moving forward and all systems go and doors opening for you, Pisces. So I hope these messages were of help to all of you, Pisces, and all of you signs out there. I want to thank you so much for watching, sharing, and liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do truly appreciate that. And please be sure to subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I publish my videos here on YouTube. And if you're interested in getting an update for the rest of the year from June through till the end of December 2017, you can access these videos for download and purchase by clicking on the link below this video in the Show More section, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for the mid-year of 2017 psychic tarot readings for each sign of the Zodiac videos. You can also access these videos by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com, clicking on the videos tab on my menu. It's a long, lengthy drop-down menu now. Go to page 10, and there in the middle of the page, you will see the headings for these videos. You just click on your sign, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. I wish you a gigantically wonderful, fantastically blessed rest of the month of June, all the signs of the Zodiac, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.